guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya Side Gig Crafts. Guess what day it is? If you're guessing Watercolor Wednesday, you'd be wrong. It's Thursday, but you know what? I was working all day yesterday and posted a birthday challenge video. If you haven't seen that yet, go ahead and check that out in my video list. We are doing Watercolor Wednesday on Thursday today. So, little disheveled. I've been working 8 days in a row, and so things are kind of displaced in my office and my craft room, and I'm just trying to find some things. And we are going to be making at least two cards today, maybe a third. So I wanted to make sure that in light of my challenge and to help people to be able to participate, I'm going to be showing you how to make some simple cards every single day. That is my goal until October 31st, which is the deadline for the challenge. So you got plenty of time. Hopefully I'll be able to inspire you to make your own cards and be able to participate if you are wanting to. It is for a good cause. It's not for me. It's for a charity. And I really appreciate all those in advance who have wanted to go ahead and participate, and I hope that you will be interested as well. So let's see. This is the only brush I could find in my bag, and I know they're right here somewhere. I'm not going to go digging for them. What I'm going to be doing today is super simple. Again, we're using what we have, right? So I'm not going to go too crazy looking for stuff. I pulled out a small palette of watercolors that I have, and I'm just going to be dabbing these on here. I'm going to be making some background colors, so we're just going to put some paint on the paper and have some fun with it. Ooh, that's pink. I don't want pink on that part. We're going to do pink on another one. These are, I can't remember which paints these are. I think these are my Winsor Newton paints. So very nice paints. They're going to spread and do their magical thing. Can you see it already happening? Look at that. We're just going to dab it on there, make it nice and bright. Got my towel here. And we're just going to get some color on that paper. We're going to be making a male card and one that's going to be more for females. At least those color tones. Sorry for the stereotype. Not intended to be offensive, I promise. Oops. Well, that's okay. We can put some of that color on there. That's indigo, and it's one of my favorites. And it will make a good addition to this card. Let's get some of this turquoise in there. That'd be fun. And I'm okay if they mix. We're going to be using a die cut that is going to cover some of this paper. So the mixing and matching is all good. I'm going to kind of stop this from spreading just a little bit over here. I probably should have only wet half the paper. Let's just dab up some of that water, and then it won't spread. Your paint, your watercolor paint, will only go where your watercolor or where your water is. It can't spread any further than that. So we'll get some beautiful color in here. Just dab. You can look at the little starburst. I love how watercolor works. Man, I love it. It's such a cool medium. So easy to work with. And that's the point, is that nothing that I'm going to be doing is tricky in any way. You guys can do it too. I get a lot of comments like that. I'm not a card maker. I don't know how to make cards, but it's really not as difficult. And I know you can. So dig into those supplies, see what you got. And let's see here. Let's get some more color up in this section up here. I just kind of want this everywhere. Get a little more red. All right, now we'll kind of let that relax a little bit. Now, over on this side, I'm going to do more pinks and purples. I don't have a lot of them on this palette, but I think we can make it work. Pinks, purples, yellows. Get this re-wet. And this is watercolor paper, but you can use like mixed media paper. Again, use what you've got. Watercolor paper, of course, is going to work the best. Mixed media paper can be, you can get some decent watercolor paper, mixed media paper at even Walmart. They have the Canson mixed media papers. I think they might have a separate watercolor paper too. I cannot remember. Over in the crafting section, that's fairly inexpensive, and it works okay. It works well. It'd be a great option. Just kind of putting these pinks and purples in here. I'm thinking Barbie colors over here. Should we put some turquoise in there? I think that would be pretty. There we go. Love it. Okay, let's just get some of that color in there. I think I want some yellow in there too, which is going to turn some of that turquoise green. It's going to turn some of that pink a orange color. I'm just going to dab that over there real quick because I had a lot of green in it already. So we'll just kind of put that in there. I think that would be nice. Stick mostly with the pinks and purples and teal. That yellow would be good. There we go. Let's put a little more pink. And like I said, I'm not being selective where these colors go. I'm just dabbing it, making a mess. Having fun, that's the idea. Just have fun with it. The paint's going to do its thing. Let's put some purple in these spots. And we'll kind of help that spread. Alright, so what we're going to do next, we're going to set this aside to dry because we've got a little more work to do. Okay, that is all of the watercoloring we're going to do for today. Easy peasy. And we're going to set this aside to dry. It'll take a little bit, but we've got some work, like I said, to do. So we'll just put that over here. And I have already started to use one of my die cuts. Now, if you have any of these background die cuts, this is the one I'm choosing today. They work super good. I got this one from super well, I don't know, from Temu. But you don't have to use this one. In fact, you don't have to use one at all. But if you have any of these, this is a great way to use them. Let's get some of these dots out. I'm using my little Temu brush here. Get that stuff out of there. It just comes right out, doesn't it? Okay, that's awesome. So awesome. Some of these tinier ones are struggling a little bit. Let's see if I can get those. See, this would be great confetti. I should save this, right? I wonder if I should save that. Put it in a shaker. I know we don't have to save everything, but actually these are perfect for that. Let's set these aside. I think I can use those. I think I have a project right now I could use those for. Let's clean up that mess so those don't get all wet. Okay. So, I've got a couple more. I don't think we're going to be able to make all of these today in our time allowance, but we'll get them ready. Hope you guys are having a great day. It is my day off. I have tomorrow off too. Spend some time at home with the kiddos. Got a lot of housework to do. Funny how you can be off work for a week and get a lot done and go back to work for, 8 more days and feel like you got to start over. Sucks. The housework part. Feels like it's never ending. All right, so there are a few holes. When I go to use these, I'll poke those out individually, but for now, that will work. And this is going to be for the mail card that I'm planning to make. And of all the cards that I'm going to be making through this series, I'm going to be donating to the charity. And so that is for the scrapbook.com Cards for Kindness. So the ones that I'm showing you guys will be donated. Unless, of course, I magically need a card in between, then I might use one or two, but that's my plan. My plan is to donate each and every one that I make, because I can always make an extra one if I need to, right? All right. Handmade cards definitely brighten people's days, don't they? Nothing like that. It says, hey, you took time for me, and that's amazing. That one didn't want to come out at all. All right, just a few more. I'm taking extra care because I do want to make this card with you. I think this is the color I want to use anyway. Okay. And there's two more that I want to use. This one, I want to use one of these. I did two of them, but I'm going to just do one with you. I'll do more later. A couple extra. Again, these cards are so easy, you guys. You can do them several at a time. Something like this. Now, I won't use die cuts on all of my cards because I know not everybody has them, but this is something I can do with Watercolor Wednesday, and I wanted to do that. And we'll use, let's see, purple. Let's use purple. Oh, I can use my brush. Silly me. Ooh, I could use this frame for something too, right? That's what I just cut this out of. I can use that. I don't know what for yet, but we can use it. Probably another card. Did this one not cut as well for some reason? Maybe not. I maybe could have run this one through one more time. Uh-oh. So what do we do when that happens? Well, we can do plenty. There's plenty we can do with that. We can still use this even if it doesn't work right. Okay, we're going to see how much we can get out. This would be an oopsie. I should have run it through once more, it looks like. This cardstock is a little different, so I was expecting it to act the same, and I shouldn't have. Should have realized it was thicker. But that's okay. All right, we'll just have something different, and that's okay too. Nobody will know what our intention was. They'll just know what they received, right? Okay, let me see if I can get some of these side ones out, though, because I do want those out, if I can. These tinies. All right. Now, one of the things I wanted to do with these cards is not only cut this die cut, I also have a circle die cut I want to use. And, or you could use a hole punch if you have a big punch. I don't think my punch will reach, so I don't think that's an option for me. I think I'm going to have to use a die cut. But you could use, well, maybe it will. I could, but it leaves barely... You know what? It leaves barely a space. Do I like that better, or do I want to put this more? I want to put this one. Let's do it the easy way, you guys. Let's just do it the easy way. Then I don't have to go over there and try to punch something out. Let's at least try one this way. If I don't like it, I'll go punch the other two out. I want to go in the middle here. Push that all the way up to the edge, and I'm going to try to punch that out. And it worked. Didn't want to, but it worked. Probably would have worked better if I put another piece of paper underneath it. I think that's some weak edges there. Where's my scissors? Right here. All right, there we go. And if these pieces end up falling out, that's okay too. I mean, they wouldn't have been there otherwise. Anyways, so we got a big hole there. We're going to use that. We can use this for something else too. So I'm going to hold on to that. There's all of our, we're going to use those scraps later things, okay? And maybe we'll make another card with them. I'll hold on to them and we'll make something together. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same thing with this one. I'm going to put a thin piece of paper behind it just to, you know, see if it'll chomp a little better. Maybe copy paper would be better. Except I don't think I have any copy paper in here. So we'll just do it this way. And I kind of want to use that funky edge. There was kind of a funky edge on here. Let's use this one. I'll place this in the middle. See if that helps a little better. It's going to go right to the edge there. That didn't help at all. Did it go through? Sort of, but not really. Boy, what's going on with my cutter, my chomper? Alright, well, that worked better then. Pull this out. It's catching because of all the little fine holes in there. No fault of my cutter. Alright, there's that one. Let's do one more. I think this is the paper it worked best on. Okay, we've got our frames. We've got, let's push the brush away. This is coming along. Our paper's getting dry. Oh, I've got a wet big puddle here on the edge. Let's go ahead and clean that up. What did I throw on the floor? My pokey tool. Let's not step on that. Alright, so here's what I'd like to do. Brush some of these down off of here. Okay, messy, messy, messy. I want to take a background on this one. Oof. That's going to bug me. Let's go ahead and pull that one out of there. So we're going to map this. And I don't know if I want this color or if I would like this one better. I think either one would be nice. I think I'm going to go with this one and we'll use the happy birthday out of this one. Let's do that. Alright, so the next step would be to glue this down. I haven't used it yet. So we'll go all around all the edge. And we're going to make sure that we go around the edge here too, because we don't want this flipping up as it's handled. So kind of all around the edges here. And then we can kind of spot it around, you know, different areas here. Just kind of touch base here. If you have a glue stick, you could, I don't know how well a glue stick would work with all these circles though, but You know me, I don't use glue sticks much. This works so well, I don't need to use that glue stick, but I guess for some things it probably might work better. Now I do know that some of this glue is probably going to ooze out, so we're going to watch for that. But let's just put this close to the edge, about 1/8 of an inch away, so that I won't have to trim it on the two sides at least. I might anyway, because it might be crooked. But I'm going to try. Okay. So there we go. And we'll just push this down using my towel, just in case there's any little glue squishing out. You guys know I don't care about that. Okay, I do care about that. There's a couple little holes that are going to bug me, but I think I'm okay with it. Nobody's gonna notice. Being silly. Okay, I'm going to use this. And I did get that a little crooked, it looks like. Darn. Which means the rest of them are going to be a little crooked. Best we can. Probably nobody will notice. Okay. So there's the base for one. One card. I was going to say done, but that's not true. This is the one we didn't watercolor. Okay, so if you don't feel like watercoloring, you don't have to. This is another way to do it. And then this one, let's see if this is still wet. Oh, it's still very wet. It's still very wet. Should we do another one? Let's finish this one first then. That's still wet. I might need to stop and dry that, but we'll start here. And the idea is, I need this. We use the light pink, so we're going to use the bright pink on this part. I cut my paper so it's so that it will fit through this little machine. Through my little sidekick here. And then I have this Timu die. I told you guys, I'm going to be using these things. I didn't just order them just to order them. We're going to use this one today. It says happy birthday, and it's got a little balloon on it. A little balloon, isn't it cute? We're just going to cut this whole thing out. It'll fit right through here. Run it back the second time, and just to make sure I've got everything cut right and that I don't have any issues, I'm going to run it through one more time. This makes my whole desk move, and all the water in Rocky's bowl is just swooshing. I didn't think it moved that much, but it's just a really light wave. All right. So there we go. That cut pretty well. There's a little balloon. Oops. Dropping it. Dropping that all over. Okay. Poke this out here. I really like this die because it's unique, it's fun, it's quirky. There we go. That way it says happy birthday to you. And then we've got a little balloon. Actually, I like that over that hole. How's that? That's pretty cute, right? And then what I can do is just draw a little line, which is what we're going to do. Or string. String would work. And we could pop that. Happy birthday to you there. Let's see, there's that. I think it'd be very simple just to put, oh, you know what? It would be so cute though with a bow on that balloon, wouldn't it? Just a tiny string. Let's see what I've got. Let's see what we've got here. I've got pink and white. Would that be too distracting? try it. Only one way to know. I'm going to cut off a little extra because my fingers aren't that small. And I'm going to probably need a little extra to make this work. Get that really tiny. Cut this small. Oh, I think that's darling. Okay, let's turn on the glue, the hot glue. So we're going to need that to make that stay. And then what I'll do is just kind of make this go back behind here. Oh, that's cute. I like it. Let's see if I can make this any smaller. Good grief. There, I like it. I like that a lot. Okay, that's what we're going to do. This would be fun to run a piece of foam under and kind of lift it too, but I don't think I'm going to go that far today. Don't think we'll do that. I feel like I really want to though. Hang on. Hang on, I've got foam right here we can use. And I need to use this foam anyway. And this is going to run through just like, I think it'll still run through my Sidekick. I think so. Not sure. Let's give it a shot. Let's see how it works. I don't know if I've tried it. It might be too thick. This always works when I suction cup it better. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, it's running through. It's so thin. To run that through probably 2 more times, which is going to squash it out even more. But, you know, it's got to cut, or it won't work. There we go. Let's see how that worked. If not, that's okay. We won't worry about it. It worked. It worked great. Let's take this apart. Fantastic. Now, if I hadn't glued the balloon on already, I'd use that piece too, but since I already did, I won't worry about it. Hold on to the balloon for later. Probably use it on the next card. The fun thing about handmade cards too is even if you do them all with the same pieces, the same patterns, the same materials, they still turn out a little different each time. Sometimes you improve them, and sometimes they're just a little, you know, just a little different, and that's cool. That's why it's fun to get homemade cards, right? There. And you could use any sentiment on these. Doesn't have to be happy birthday. It can be whatever makes you smile, or your recipient. We'll just glue this to the foam. Luckily, that paper is going to be mostly dry, that if I do, I'm probably still going to need to use my dryer. Watercolor paper does take a lot longer to dry than mixed media or any other papers because it's cotton, and it's made to retain the moisture so that your paints will flow. So that's one thing to remember about that watercolor paper. It does take longer to dry. So if you're on a time limit, sometimes that might not work out. There we go. There's a lump there. What is it? Okay, the Y is sticking out. All right, let's see if that glue is ready for us. This didn't mess up the foam much at all. Usually it kind of squishes it and makes it like spread, but it didn't seem to do that. So that's kind of cool. Maybe because there's not way too much glue. Let's see if I can salvage that. Will it still stick? Maybe not. I might have to do it again. No. All right, let's see if I can get that off there. Just a touch. This has been a great glue gun. It's definitely user error there. But I'll get that off. No problem. No problem. And then let's cut this shorter so we can work with it. And I think if we glue this down, we'll put that string behind it where we want to. We'll have a little bit more time to work with it, with positioning that string how we want it. Go. Perfect. Okay. Let me just kind of put this back behind there. And then we'll just add a little tiny touch of glue right down here at the bottom, just to hold that in place, because the foam will do the rest. Sorry for the shadow, guys. All right, we've got a really cute card front. What do you think about that one? Super cute. Okay, you could add more to it if you wanted to, but it doesn't have to be difficult. Just a little simple card. Did I put glue under that? Let's make sure. It may be soaking into the foam. There we go. Super simple. All right, we're going to do something similar with these. Let me see if I need to dry these. I think, let's cut them for sure. This is going to go here. We're going to use the pink purple one over on this side. So let's figure out where we want this. We could put this, I like that. We can put this, no, we can put this anywhere where we see a nice coloration, where we think it would look nice. We don't have to put it over, you know, we can figure out the space that we want on here so we get the right colors behind it. I really like that green in there, and there's not a lot of green. Oh, that might be good. That's kind of pretty too, right? I don't know, I kind of like this one best. I think I like it down here. All right, so I'm going to glue this down, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut it on the edges. Place this one first. It'll be easier to do it that way. Just a simple watercolor project today. Easy cards. And I'm going to put all of these card making videos into a playlist so that you guys can refer back to them. If maybe there's something that'll inspire you. If not this one, then maybe another one, but it'll be easier to find them probably if they're in a playlist. So I'll do that for you guys. So this will be on there. Sorry, I'm just kind of dabbing around trying to find some, you know, big empty spots that don't have glue and make sure that they're going to tack down just fine. Some of these might be a little harder than others because the paper is still a little bit damp, but I think it'll be all right. And we can always touch it up if we need to. Okay, now this one I'm going to use my big scissors. See, it's not sticking down. If you have double-sided tape that's big like this, you could actually put it on your paper before you die cut it. And then the whole back of this would be sticky. And then you can just peel off the backing and tape it down. Of course, not to wet paper, but to dry surface. That would make it easy. I don't have that. I have like really thin strips of double-sided tape. So that's why I didn't do that. Let's save that for something. I'll have to come back and glue some of these areas again because it is lifting a little bit because it's still damp. So that's why. All right, but we're going to go ahead and get this one. That's not the one I wanted. I want the purple. Oops, oh no, we did get the holes out of this one. Okay, this is the one we didn't get all the holes out, and that's okay. It's going to look a little different, and that's all right. We're going to get as much of that color back there behind there as we can. I like this because look at all this bright stuff down here at the bottom. See what's going on there? And then all this color here kind of, yeah, I think that's where I want that one. Sorry, I'm off screen. I'm over here gluing in my lap. You guys can't see if I do that, can you? So yeah, check out that challenge if you'd like to participate. I'd love to have that. The more participation, the better. It's all going to go to charity. There are some great prizes that I'll be including. So I will receive nothing out of it because I have plenty. I do not need more right now. Except maybe double-sided tape. Oh, and a 12-inch cutting board. So, you know, I could use that. Let's see. There we go. I moved it just a little, but I like this better. I like this better. I've got more yellow in there. The contrast is great. The paper is still damp, so it is trying to stick to some damp paper, so it's not going to stick down all the way. I'm in a rush today trying to get this done for you without having to stop and use the dryer, but it's going to turn out just fine. So let's see, what else do I have to do today? I have cup orders to work on today. I'm going to make you guys some extra videos. I got to get ahead of this because if I'm going to be making a card every day, there's some days I just can't get in here and film. So, you know, not knowing what my month is going to be like, I want to get ahead of that so that I can fulfill that for you. That was my promise to you for my birthday, and I want to do that. So here we go. Let's see, we've got these two. And we're going to do this die cut again, the happy birthday. Should we foam them again? Should we? I think it adds a nice touch, right? Okay, so we could do this one. On this one, I'm going to move it over just a little bit to cover up some of those holes a little bit more. I think the contrast will be better as well. And then on this one, you know what I'm tempted to do on this one? I have these other die cuts that are already cut out, and I was thinking about using them for a different project, but they're already cut. Maybe I should use them on this one. Where's that movie theme? I just pulled them out for this morning to use. They should be right here. They're right here, right next to me. I wonder if I should just use this. And these are from Globeland. And it's a movie theater set with popcorn and snacks. I already have them built. Maybe, is there something that, I guess we could say, we could still put the happy birthday part on there, but we could use something like that instead of the that might be really cute. Maybe there's a movie buff, somebody that really loves movies, and we could put happy birthday there. I think I'm going to do that. Let's use that one. See, sometimes we'll find the most interesting pieces. I have a movie ticket here. Is that too much? I think that's too much. We'll just put how about a blue happy birthday on there for that one. Let's see, let's put these back. I'll put these back in here before they get everywhere. I really like that idea. I'm glad I thought of that. I was going to make a totally different card, but I think this is going to be great. All right, we're not going to do that right now before they get everywhere because that's going to take me a bit. So let's cut blue paper for that one, and we're going to do pink. So we'll get the foam. I think I'm going to do the foam still. Pink and blue. I already have pink over there, right, don't I? Will this blue be nice? Is that too dark? I feel like that might be too dark. It'll work in a pinch if I don't have a different blue. It'll work, but probably not my first preference. Let's see. I don't have any of my scraps. Let's look over here. Maybe a teal would be good. That would be nice. That would be nice and bold. That might be a better choice. If I do that, that'd be too much. There is teal back there. I think that's nice. I don't have that color of foam, so we're not going to foam them. We'll just cut them. Okay. Or I could do hers. I could do this one in this color too. Let's do both of them in this color. Why in the world not? I like that idea. Strips. I'll cut 2 strips because we got to cut 2 of them. All right, we've got 2. Second one. Did I really misplace it? Of course not. It's right there. All right, let's get these 2 cut out. And, you know, like I said, you could put any kind of any kind of die cuts on here. We don't even have to use this balloon. We don't have to. We could, but we don't have to. I could find some other, I could find something for this one too. If I have, oh, you know what? I can look in my box. I've got die cuts cut out. In fact, I have flowers. That would be super cute, probably with that. Make it super simple, huh? I love having that stuff in my stash that's already cut. It makes it so much easier. Okay, take that. My plates right here where I can find them. Guess I didn't need 2 strips. I got 2 out of 1. All right. That's great. There we go. Get this all poked out. Wonder how much time we've been on here yet. I forgot to set an alarm or a timer. No idea. No idea. Let's see here. Boop. There we go. All right. I keep seeing messages pop up on my board here. But I don't know because I'm not reading them. All right, let's see what we've got. I've got some, oh, I'm sorry, Gretchen. Spring and then flowers. Aha, let's go. Let's look at, oh, yep, spring is going to be, well, we can look in there if I don't find flowers. How about that? Look at that. That would be cute there. Or even just a simple daisy. Oh, that's really cute. That's really, really cute. I like that. Is this a bigger one? Maybe we can put a bigger... I like to decorate in 3s though. That's only 2. There's a 3rd one. That looks like too much though, doesn't it? Well, if we put 1... Somebody made these for me. Or did I make... I don't know if I made these or if somebody made them. They're beautiful. If I made them, I need to make more. Do something like that. Something simple like that. But I don't think that's the winner. I think it's between those. And... Yep, it's one of those because those are not going to work. Let's see, these are, I think these are tiny ones. There's something like, oh, those are nice too. No. I think Michelle made these itty bitties. Look at these. Oh my gosh. That might be what I need to do right there. Put this big one back here and just put little ones. They're the same colors. It's perfect. Okay, so I'll put that aside for a second. We're going to come back to this for a minute. In a minute. I want to put this one together so it's not going to get lost. Okay, so this is going to need to go over here, more to the side. You guys, we've got 3 cards done. That wasn't too hard. You just have to compartmentalize sometimes if you're mass making cards, and you know, it's really great to have them hanging out. If you've been watching my channel, you know I don't prefer to have sentiments on my cards until I know what I need them for. Sometimes I like to just build them and wait for the sentiment. Because that way I could use it for something different, or if it's not quite right, or, you know, I like to come back to it and decide later. But sometimes, like these, I know I want them to be birthday cards, so I'm good. It's perfect to do that. And however you prefer to do it is fine too. Sometimes you might get halfway through a card and think, you know, I'm not sure I like this. Sometimes it's okay to just walk away from it and come back, and you might have a whole different outlook on it when you come back to it. You might decide you love it. It might inspire you for the next step, and that's great. That's what you're hoping for, is to come back to it and see what it needs. Sometimes that's what it takes. There's that. Kind of want to put this back behind here. This would be a cute card for movie buff. Or planning a movie night out, or, you know, going to movies, or gift card for movies, something like that. Yeah, something relating to the show, you know. This could go on this side, but no, I think it needs to go over here. Yeah, that's the way. This was a fun die cut. I'm gonna have to make more of these too. I just had 5 days off and I didn't have time. Yay. I'm thinking too much. Oops. Needs a pink one up there, huh? Is that cute, you guys? Do I need to keep going? I feel like I should. I feel like they all need to go on there. They don't. But I feel like they should. I like that green. Here's one with a pattern on it. All right, I think that's cute. I think I'm going to leave that. Okay, so we'll put these back in the envelope for sure, because that's easy to get to. Which one fell? There it is. There. I think that would make somebody smile. And then we just need card fronts, okay? Easy peasy. So we've got 3 cards right now. These are, well, our square is going to be 5 by 5, but we're going to need a 10-inch. All right, so we'll need 3 12 by 12s to make these card fronts. And that's easy enough. And that's just the size of, because of the die cut that I used. So my papers are going to need to be 5 by 10. 5 by 10. And actually, I can get 2 out of 1 piece of paper. Let's go to the 10-inch mark. Use that for something else. And then, wait, that's 10. So I need 2 5s out of this. 1, 2. Use that for something else. And we're going to do one more 5x10. I'll just get 2. 10-inch. 5-inch. And 1 extra in case I mess up or for another card later on. Okay? Because I do have another one. Alright, so we'll go ahead and fold this in half. That's pretty darn simple. Don't need to score it or anything unless you want to. You can burnish that. Guys, I hope you got some ideas. Maybe this will inspire you to use some of the tools that you have. Maybe by seeing what I'm using, you've got something similar. Maybe not. Maybe you've got a better idea. Do it. Do it. Maybe. Maybe you have a better idea how I could have done it. Be nice. Be nice. I'm not a card maker either. I just enjoy making them. Okay. I don't work for Hallmark. I do not. I do not. I don't even think I want to. Don't take that personal, Hallmark. Don't take it personal. I mean, if you think my stuff's good enough, but I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm sure they've got people that make digital stuff for Hallmark. I don't. That's not my thing. This would probably be easier with tape because this might soak in to this paper. But this will give me a second to work with it and straighten it out, or pick it up and straighten it out. So there's that. One card done. Happy birthday to you. Finished, complete. You guys, to make these 3 cards, it took just over an hour. Obviously, some of the designs were already cut out. That would have taken quite a bit longer. But all the way from watercoloring or water painting to, gluing onto the card base, just a little over an hour. I've got 3 cards, 3 beautiful cards. And these, again, will be donated to Cards for Kindness. So these will go into the box for that. I'll make envelopes for them off screen. You guys don't need to do that. If you guys are interested in, if you don't know how to use your, if you have an envelope maker and you don't know how to use it and would like a tutorial on that, leave a comment below and let me know. I have thought about doing that, but I'm sure there's videos out there that show how. That's how I learned. I know there are. But if you'd like me to show you how to use that, I'm happy to do so. Just let me know that there's a need, and I will do that for you. Because I'm going to be making some serious envelopes. If I'm making 2 to 3 cards every day, or even just 1 every day, that's going to be about 60 cards just by me alone within the next month. Oh, I cut that one smaller somehow. What? Oh, because this one has the mat on it. Okay, this one has to be bigger. This one's going to have to be 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. Let me do that over. Another piece of paper here. I forgot I had the mat on that one. So that does change things a little bit. 5 1/4 by 11. Because we got to fold it. Actually, that was wrong. 5 1/4 and 5 1/4 would be 10 1/2, not 11. So I'll have to cut a little bit off the bottom of this too. Let's add a little more glue just to make sure it's fine. So knowing that I cut that wrong, I'm going to put this up a little bit higher up here. Ooh, right side up, please. And we'll trim a little bit off the bottom. I eyeballed it and got it just right. All right, you guys, we got 3 totally different cards. This is amazing. I intended to make 3 same, but look what we did. We've got Happy Birthday with balloons, and this one's foamed up. different matting. I didn't do watercolor on that one. So you can put a plain piece of paper underneath a pattern paper even. This one obviously was watercolored. And we've got all the little different stuff on there. Make it fun. And then we've got this one, all flowery and pretty. Very hippie. 3 amazing cards in just over an hour. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you're inspired. You guys keep watching because I'm going to make different cards every day and using different tools and techniques that I love and enjoy. And I hope that you guys will follow along and check them out. Thank you so much. I'm going to have the original link to the challenge in the description box if you're interested in checking that out. I'd love to have you join in. Once again, it is for charity, so I hope that you'll consider it. Have a wonderful day, you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.